Well, good morning, everyone. Once again, welcome to another live this morning. Hope you're having a wonderful start to your day. And you know how we start every program by saying hello. And Kevin, right where you belong, right at the top. Jen, Cape Breton, good morning. Francis Marie, Andrea, Niagara Falls, and so is Rosalinda. We love you guys from Niagara Falls. Nativity, good morning. Maria, and Nick from our staff, and Mike from Norland. Nellie, good morning. And we appreciate Jeanette's from our staff, right at the top. Adele, good morning. Chantal, Ottawa, good morning. Stephanie, Bob and Stephanie actually in Georgia. Rhonda, Georgie from Halifax. Frida, good morning. Carolyn, Wendy, we were waiting, Wendy from Markham. Deb from Timmins. And Chantal, Andre, Sudbury, Morris, North Bay, Alma, Sudbury, Debbie, New Brunswick, Cecilia, good morning. Evelyn, good morning to you. Jeanette, our faithful followers. Annette from Nouveau Brunswick. Denise, bonjour. Babika from Illinois. And Jan from Texas. Margaret, Nova Scotia. Fran from Orangeville. Faithful follower. We appreciate it. Maria, Oshawa, Bon matin. Regina, good morning. Blanca, good morning. Brandy. We got another Brandy in the world? From Brantford. Of course, I'm speaking about Brandy from our staff. Carol, good morning. Christine, Vanda, P.E.I. Catherine, long time no see. Jocelyn Baxter. Yolande, we've been waiting, Yolande. And Zian and Jean, dear friends for sure. And Cease and Rose, Fort Lauderdale. Suzanne, Bernice, minus 17 in Corner Brook, Newfoundland this morning. Okay, that's cold. Kathy, Sherry, I want to sing so bad. Lise, London, Donna, Park Hill, Deb, Maureen, Boca Raton. How are you, Maureen? Angelina, our Doc McEwen. Love you. Karen, Leila, and Denise, Kansas City, Missouri. Angie, and Donna, Cindy, Allison, Perry, Tirana, and Moncton, New Brunswick. Guys, all over the place. Okay, Sylvie, Holly, Kansas. How are you? Jane, Tirana. Okay. Guys, I know I miss many of you, and I really want to say hello to everybody, but we'd never do a program if I just said hello. But we appreciate you guys, okay? Whether I mention your name or not, you have no idea how important our audience is. We wouldn't even have a program, would we? I'd be talking to the air. Guys, thank you so much. Okay, you know what Sunday is? What is this Sunday? Super Bowl. Okay? Now, whether you're a football fan or not, I mean, who doesn't know about the Super Bowl, right? Two best teams in the NFL in front of more than a billion people around the world will watch the Super Bowl, okay? And only soccer is, more popular. But that Super Bowl, Super Bowl Sunday, and people who don't even like football will party because it's Super Bowl Sunday. But I want to use that today as an analogy. Okay? Because I was thinking about this. Offense and defense. Okay, so, what wins football games? Well, when the team is on the offense and the team is on the defense. So I just sort of wanted to use this analogy that the Super Bowl, okay, in terms of your health, has offense and defense. Okay? Now, yesterday we talked about vitamin D. Sun. Okay? And I was, referring to our new book coming out soon, Sun, Steak, and Steel. Offense and defense. Okay? Your immune system is mainly on the defense. It sees a bug, it sees a virus, it sees a parasite, and your immune system is very, very important. And you guys know this. This drove me batty the last couple of years with no talk about the immune system. Drove me crazy. It was the elephant in the room. Why aren't we talking about the immune system? Why are we not talking about, your God-given immunity? And when you're on defense, okay, you want your defense to be the best. That's how you win. Okay? Using the analogy. How do you win? And guys, this is proven over and over and over again. Okay? Over and over and over again. That if your serum vitamin D levels are low, which is, by the way, about 80% of the population today. And if you got dark skin, the African American and, just dark Indian, black population, you need even more vitamin D for your immune system to work properly. And when people prepare their immune system, okay, you have to be proactive. You have to be ready. Because you're always, guys, listen, and this is medicine. It's unbelievable to me in this day and age. Here we are in 2023, and we got to teach the basics about the immune system. Because it's almost like it doesn't exist. Social distancing, wear a mask, yada, yada, yada. Okay? Like, it's crazy. That's not defense. It's innately inside your body. You have a wonderful, and it's very complex, mechanism called your immune system. And for that to be at the top of its game, you got to start with vitamin D. Now, I mentioned to you that you have 4 parts to your immune system, and they work together. Okay? You have your gut. It's the biggest part of your immune system. And obviously, you need, for your gut, it's all about bacteria. And hello, it's frustrating when again, the powers to be don't talk about it. 80% of your immune system is found in your gut. The microbiome, the war between the good, the bad, and the ugly. I mentioned this the other day. I think I posted it on the private Facebook group. Coming to a theater near you is a massive fungal infection, fungal pandemic. Not bacterial, not viral, but fungal. And guys, for those listening, you have inside scoop. If you want to defend yourself, if you want to go on defense, the place to start for fungus is what? The gut. Because when the microbiome, your good guys, get whacked out, and this is what's happened. Even though we all knew that what the world went through was viral, they doubled up and tripled up on antibiotics, knowing that it was a virus. And antibiotics, God bless them, but the problem with them is they wipe out all the good guys. And now what we've created is a massive fungal infection. I'm telling you, my friend, I'm telling you, that this we don't talk about enough is fungus, yeast, highly resistant fungal infections. Leaky gut, leaky lungs. And when it gets into your lungs, it's highly resistant. Leaky gut, leaky brain, leaky gut, leaky sinuses, recurring sinus infection. And fungi, my friend, if it's not at the root of cancer, it certainly is a big factor in the growth of cancer. Cancer is fungal by nature. And again, the immune system, gut. You want to go on defense. You want to tighten up your leaky gut. Tighten up those junctions. And even vitamin D has an effect on the gut. It's very anti-inflammatory. And on defense, we're staying on defense with the gut immune system. My friend, listen, don't feed the bears. Don't feed yeast. Listen, if yeast is unfed, it can't survive. Did you hear me? If yeast goes unfed, yeast is ravenous. It is a sugar-seeking missile. It looks for sugar. It hates steak. Did you hear what I said? You can't see what's going on in your gut. But if you have leaky gut of any kind, your immune system is compromised. And it's really important not to feed the bad guys. I know that sounds simplistic, but it's true, my friend. It's true. You need to go on defense. And this is why the reset, guys. Why do you think, reset, yeah, insulin for sure, 100%. Remember where the reset started? The reset started with diabetics. That's how I started that program. I wanted to put diabetics into remission. And then I put everybody on it. We used to be able in practice to see fungal yeast coming out the wazoo. And I used to turn around to my patients and say, quit feeding the bears. You're giving them what they're looking for. Yeast looks for sugar. A sugar a heat-seeking missile, not looking for heat, it's looking for sugar. Don't feed it. Why, again, even if you talk about cancer, everybody should be on the same page when it comes to cancer, at least nutritionally. But we're not. Why is that? Well, because the food industry, they're liars, pants on fires. They're not in it for your health. And because medicine knows nothing about nutrition, they'll tell you Cheerios is better than an egg. That Frosted Flakes are great. And that oatmeal is just wonderful. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's pure sugar once it gets into your system. And it's got fiber. It's fiber. Ooh. You want fiber? Drink water, okay? You want your bowel to move? Water. Jeepers. They're so good at lying, it's unreal. For 50 years now, just about, I've been thinking, man, oh man, they're good at marketing. They've got the whole world duped on fiber. Fiber, you can't live your bowel, your poo. Ooh, we went for it. I would John the Baptist screaming in the wilderness, who cares? Fiber. Oh. So guys, look, you got to go on defense. When you're on defense, you're building that immune system. Okay, I just got to tell you a little bit more. Because I get sidetracked. The gut, 80% right there. Okay? Positive and negative. Positive, rebuild your microbiome. That's why, guys, it's not like yesterday I decided to talk about probiotics. I always have talked about probiotics. You ask anybody that ever came to see me in my office, and I tell you, I don't think there was ever one that I didn't talk to about their gut. Probiotics. 2, don't feed the bears. Sugar is so toxic to your gut. It destroys your stomach too, by the way, but let's stick to the gut and the immune system for today. And then you have your T cells. Okay? Your T cells. Your immune system. They don't work without vitamin D. Your T cells are your Navy SEALs. Right? First responders. What do they need? Vitamin D. They need the sun. They need the sun. T cells don't work because they're not charged with gasoline. They're charged with the true Tesla, okay? It's all batteries. And their little antennas are looking for the sun. We talked about that yesterday. And the research on the virus and vitamin D, incredible. The difference when you have good vitamin D levels. So the second part of your immune system, gut, T cells, come out of your lymphatic system. First responders. And by the way, I've proven this to people before. Okay? Here we go again with sugar. I've proven this to people. And you can actually, you've seen it, and if you haven't, you go watch it on YouTube. Okay? Google it. White blood cell chasing a bacteria. They can't see a virus. It's too small. But I used to show my patients this. It seemed that at least once a day, I could show a patient, look at your white blood cells, how they are they're chasing a bacteria. And then I would give them a lesson. You know what makes that white blood cell work? Vitamin D. You know what hinders it? Same answer, not vitamin D. A lack of it, yes. Sugar. Sugar will put your T cells to sleep. They have a siesta. You ever had a big meal? And did you feel like going and exercising? No, you felt like sleeping. True or false? Well, that's true. And when you eat sugar, and anything that turns to sugar rapidly, as we use the phrase at the Martin Clinic, crappy carbs, bread, pasta, rice, cereals, sugar, sweets, pastries, juice, milk, grocery store milk. They put your immune system to sleep. They have to have a siesta. Okay? Now the third part of your immune system is called your glial cells. Where are they found? Where is I talked to you about lymphatics. Where are your glymphatics? Somebody tell me, you guys are smart. You listen to us all the time. Let me see. Where is your glial immune system? Okay? Karen. You guys. You're so stinking smart. Marilyn. Sherry. Christine. Yeah. Sandy. Yeah. You guys are so smart. Deb. Annette. You got it. Sue. Jeanette. Barbara. Look up, okay? And Cecilia. Now I gotta stop. I'll never get. Georgie, you got it all right. Yep, it's in the brain. Chris, in the brain. Okay, so let me get to this. And I all of you are right. Smart. You guys. Your third immune system, okay? And I'm going in order of important now. They're all important, okay? So, but for teaching's sake, glial cells, your brain is really important to detoxify. You don't want anything in your brain that don't belong there, okay? And because your brain is a manufacturer, like its headquarters, 25% of all your food, brain uses it. It needs a lot of energy, okay? And because whenever you need a lot of energy, you get a lot of debris. Plus, if you have leaky gut, your blood-brain barrier is compromised, just like your gut-blood barrier is compromised, and heavy metals, Parkinson's, MS, garbage gets into the brain, and you need a brain detoxer. Your immune system in the brain, your glial system, they're called your lymphatic system. We didn't even know, honestly, listen, I didn't even know it existed. We didn't, you know what? You can look at all my medical books in the 1960s, 70s. Lymphatic system? What? But it's been discovered you have a self-cleaning oven in your brain. But it only works when you're asleep. And if you're taking a sleeping pill, don't work. Because now you've been sedated. You're not sleeping, you're knocked out. Big difference. Your lymphatic system only works when you're sleeping. Sleep is very, very, very important for your immune system. Okay? Remember, your immune system, gut, lymphatics, T cells, okay? Brain. And that system there detoxifies itself. It's a self-cleaning oven. I always tell people, if you think you're going to get away from plastic, if you think you're going to get away from aluminum, if you think you're going to get away from lead, if you think you're going to get away from mercury, if you think you're going to get away from cadmium, well, good luck with that. The only way you get away from it is if you change addresses and you leave this planet. Okay? The biggest problem, my friend, is not the climate. Okay? I hate to break it to you. It's not the climate. It's the toxins. It's the xenoestrogens in the world. And the heavy metals. And it's, like I always say, from the top of the earth, Mount Everest, to the placenta in mommy and baby. Toxins. You're not getting away from it. Even if you move to Costa Rica on your own island, I'm sorry. It's there too. You know, people that tell me, look, and I'm not telling you not to eat organic. I'm not telling you that. Okay? I'm not telling you that. If you can afford it, go for it. I mean it. But I'm just telling you, even then, my friend, you're not getting... Dr. Martin, you know how many people that come in my office like, I got a garden in the backyard. It's all organic. And I go, good for you. And I mean it. And then I would show them the toxins in their blood. See that? I would do a urine test for heavy metals. And I said, nah, you still got a lot of heavy metals in you. Now listen, again, if you got a garden, you got chickens in the backyard, and you got a cow in the backyard, and you can milk the cow, and God bless you. God bless you. But you're not... The last part of your address is planet Earth. And you're just not getting away. I don't care if you live in from China to... It don't matter. We're all exposed to it. Okay? You just are. So it's important that your lymphatic system works. to detoxify the brain, and it only works when you are sleeping. The self-cleaning oven comes on at night when you're asleep. Okay? Got it? What's the fourth one? Did I do 5 or 4? I meant 4. Okay? What's the fourth part of your immune system? You got your gut. You got your T cells. This is on defense, my friend. You got your brain. Sleep. Right? On defense. Now you have your liver. Do you know that in your liver you have certain cells? They're called Kupffer cells. Your liver does 600 things, by the way. If you think your liver is not important, your liver is the Rodney Dangerfield. You know what gets no respect? But your liver, my friend, is key to cardiovascular, key to cancer, key to you name it. The Costco parking lot. And my friend, listen to this. Your immune system, your Kupffer cells, which detoxify your blood. You need your blood detoxified. It's like getting an oil change in your car. Your oil is dirty. And the reason that the liver and the Kupffer cells, when it came, don't work properly is because of sugar that turns to fat in the liver and gums it up. People always ask me, Doc, should I do a liver cleanse? Absolutely. But the true liver cleanse starts with getting rid of sugar and crappy carbohydrates. Your liver is unbelievable. It will there's no organ in the body like your liver that can regenerate itself. You help it, it helps you. It helps it, it helps you. You need to clean out your liver. You need to empty the Costco parking lot. And you do that with food. 6 days of the reset. Oh, Dr. Martin, I don't see anything happening. I've been doing the reset. And what are you measuring? The scale? Your liver is emptying out. You have no idea. You have no idea. You have no idea how good that is for you. How good that is for your immune system because it detoxifies your body. It produces glutathione. You know what glutathione is? Velcro. Velcro. And garbage, metals, heavy metals, and mercury, and lead, and cadmium, and aluminum. They stick to that glutathione, and your body out when your Kupffer cells are working properly in your liver. Breathe, Doc, breathe. I get so excited. One of the things that excites me the most, guys, you know when I asked you a question today about where the lymphatic system was? You know what excites me? And I mean it, is how stinking smart you guys are. I'm not kidding you. You know, I'm not kidding you. Here's what I'm going to tell you. You know 99%. You're in the top 1% of the world's population when it comes to your health. And I mean that. You're in the top 1%. Because you're not duped. You know there's lots of lies out there. And you're getting the other side. Fun, isn't it? So, for the Super Bowl, when you might watch the game, you might not, think of it. Defense. Tomorrow, we'll talk about offense. A little bit interchangeable, but we'll talk about offense. Okay, guys. Oh, I have had nothing but fun these days. Okay, we love you guys. We'll talk to you soon.